Our next history video will be about another broadcast station channel, or I don't know, or something. Oh wait, it's a free-to-air television network, and we're going to talk about This TV Network, or stylized as This TV. This TV was an American free-to-air television network owned by Allen Media Broadcast Networks, part of the Allen Media Group division of Entertainment Studios. The channel was launched on November 1st, 2008, 15 years ago. Originally formed in 2008 as a joint venture between Amazon's MGM and Yale Broadcasting, who owns MeTV. The network carries various unscripted series from Entertainment Studios' library. The network previously had a large programming emphasis on films, primarily sourced from the library of former owner MGM. But all films were all dropped from the schedule this year. Classic television series and children's programming had also aired on the network previously. Film and television studio MGM and Chicago, Illinois-based television studio owner Regal Broadcasting announced the formation of This TV on July 28th, 2008, with a launch planned for that fall. The This TV name was chosen as a brand name and marketing avenue for the network and its stations, with slogans such as "This is the place for movies," "It doesn't get any better than this," "This is what you're watching," "Stay here for this," and "This is the channel," proposed for use in on-air promotions. This TV has officially launched at 9 p.m. Eastern on November 1st, 2008. With the 1986 Spike Lee directed film She's Gotta Have It as the network's first program. However, some initial affiliates may have a soft launch. The network, one day earlier on October 31st, 2008, to carry some Halloween-themed programming that was provided by the network. At launch, in addition to featuring content solely based on films from the MGM Film and Television Library, Canada-based Cookie Jar Group, now WildBrain, provided children's programming for This TV's daily morning schedule until November 2013. Under Regal Broadcasting part ownership of the programming and such, the network's operations were overseen by Neil Spin, who in his role as Regal's executive vice president oversaw the national launch of MeTV, a classic television network similar to in the format to This TV, though with an almost executive focus on comedic and dramatic series. Jim Marchetti, president and CEO of the Marchetti Creative Group, was hired in August 2008 as This TV's creative director, focusing on the network's marketing and promotion. In 2013, Regal Broadcasting announced that it would leave the This TV partnership in order to keep focus on movies. A similar film-oriented multicast network that Regal Broadcasting launched in partnership with Fox TV Studios, those stations, in January of 2013. Tribune Broadcasting, owners of the classic television multicast network Antenna TV, took over daily operations of This TV in November 1st, 2013. Concurrently, the network moved its affiliation in Chicago from the fifth digital subchannel of Regal flagship station, WCIU-TV, Channel 26, to a newly created third subchannel of Tribune Broadcasting's flagship, WGN TV Channel 9. In May of 2017, Sinclair Broadcast Group announced its Kids Click children's programming block that would air on this TV starting on July 1st, next to CW14 and other owned Sinclair affiliates. So in the heart of 2017, Kids Click debuted, but unfortunately, Kids Click would leave this TV in 2018, had a short run, being killed before Kids Click itself was discontinued. On October 28th, 2020, Brian Allen's Allen Media Group, which also has control of Entertainment Studios, announced that it would be buying Dish TV and Light TV from MGM. After the transition, Dish TV launched a permanent high-definition master feed, allowing its affiliates to carry the network in a widescreen format for the first time. So this TV began offering an HD feed. Too late. So at this point, this TV would be all fine. But this wouldn't live on to last, as unfortunately, on May 30th, 2024 today, this TV has shut down with no announcement or fanfare. For obviously no reason. No announcement about this TV shut down. This TV just shut down altogether with no information, announcement, info, or fanfare. So instead of announcing that this TV has shut down, they just quietly cease to exist. And I'm not surprised. Just like that. Wow. Throughout this TV's programming, it primarily focused on programs of Entertainment Studios as of 2024. They also air movies. The daily schedule formerly consists largely on feature films, which aired Monday through Saturdays from 6 a.m. to 4 a.m. and Sundays from 6 to 10 a.m. and 2 to 6 p.m. and 2 to 4 a.m. Eastern Time, sometimes starting earlier or ending later, depending on length of the films. The film roster did not concentrate on films from any specific era, although the network's film slate primarily focused on releases made after 1960, meaning any film from the Great Depression to contemporary film times, and films made for either television, home video, a DVD, or theatrical release would be featured. The network's films telecasts usually by far were television cuts meant for broadcast syndication, which feature content edits, dubbing, or multi or profanities, meaning that any type of parts may be inappropriate may have to be edited out, probably. So at this point, that means some of the movies might be in TV syndication. This TV also commonly featured themed movie presentations of film blocks, with the entire day's schedule consisting of films from a particular genre once a week throughout the month, such as Mondays, which would feature drama and romance films under the theme From Heart, and Wednesdays that would feature action and western films under the theme Wednesdays Are Wild. On certain days, the network would air varying genres of films separated by day part. The network also broadcasts a featured movie in prime time at 8 p.m. Eastern Time on Monday through Friday nights. Until 2013, the weeknight prime movie presentations were typically replayed later in the evening. In addition, television series which were classic. In addition to its film content, the network carried a modest amount of vintage comedy and drama series from the 1950s to the 90s, airing in the early morning days, most days of the week, and on weekend evenings. Its core block of classic programming was called TV Night on This, or I'm just gonna call it TV Night on This TV, a weekend and only prime time and late night television lineup. Interesting. Through children's programming under Wegel's co-ownership, this TV featured a daily morning block of children's programs, which were handled by Sonar, or AKA Cookie Jar Group, and then by WildBrain, known as DHX Media at the time, when it was purchased by Cookie Jar in 2012. It also featured Wegel produced programming originally produced for its Chicago flagship WCIU TV. Green Screen Adventures, which now airs exclusively on MeTV outside of the Chicago market. The block's main children's programming was branded under the banner name This Is for Kids, while a separate lineup of Cookie Jar produced shows that were meant for the FCC's regulations on children's television programming in the United States requirements were branded under the name Cookie Jar Tunes. Children's programming were featured in both blocks, included library content from CJE entitled DIC Entertainment and Sonar, as well as recent originally produced content by Cookie Jar. Once Tribute assumed part ownership of this TV, regulated for its children's programming only to Sunday mornings, coinciding with the discontinuation of the network's agreement with Cookie Jar and THX Media, effectively ending This is status as the only digital multi-broadcast for one of the two broadcast networks alongside the CW, whom and which discontinued their children's block Vortex on the CW, aka Fox Kids in disguise, in favor of a fully EI compliant One Magnificent Morning in October of 2014. To carry a traditional entertainment-based children's block instead of a strictly educational base lineup, the former Cookie Jar Tunes / This Is for Kids block was replaced by a 3-hour weekly block of EI-compliant programs, originally distributed for syndication by Bell M Entertainment Group. These were joined by a selected series from Steve Rotfeld Productions in 2016. Yes, Steve Rotfeld Productions. You know, the production company who partnered up with Fox for Exploration Station. This would not live on to last until May 3rd, 2017, when Sinclair would launch Kids Click, a multi-platform children's programming entity that would feature long-form and short-form animated content towards the children and the people who used to grow up on Saturday morning cartoons when they were younger. On July 1st, 2018, this TV discontinued its carriage of Kids Click, which was transferred full-time to Sinclair-owned online content focus network, TBD. Yes, TBD. That's a digital multicast television network which is owned by the Sinclair Television Group, Sinclair Broadcast Group, which will probably be covered in a future video, probably. So with this, Kids Click will live on until March 31st, 2019. First of all, despite I don't have this TV as a kid, though it does have children's programming this is for kids / Cookie Jar Tunes. I wish we would have had that, but unfortunately, with everybody switching to streaming services and with the downfall of cable as of late, it's likely it will never happen again. Despite this, my family will not come back to cable at this point. Despite MeTV Tunes launching in the summer of 2024. So what? So at this point, is it dead? I'm afraid it is. When you go on to this TV website to see the schedule, there is nothing, absolutely nothing. It would say, sorry, unable to find schedule for your current location. Honestly, I believe I don't have it in my area, or at this point, it shut down completely. So at this point, what remained of this TV, it got replaced by Weather Channel shows and others. Yes, this TV had movies until they were gone, being replaced by the Weather Channel shows and other series at the time. And then this TV began to stagnate, and the writing has been saw all over the wall. And this TV just ceased to exist. Never, and I mean never, to be seen again. What next? We already had Kubo being gone. Noggin's on the verge of being kicked off soon. And HBO Kids has already been pulled from HBO Family, which is now just kid movies 24/7. This might prove that something might go down with cable soon enough. Despite Adult Swim having checkered past, and due to Cartoon Network doing so great on the variety, though, not all people ain't going to believe that, because of the fact that they're just probably doing this to stop the low viewership and then just go back to being the Teen Titans Go network again. The 2020s are slowly but surely, in Medora Entertainment's words, probably the end of the brands. As 2024, as according to Eric from Medora Entertainment would say, that 2024 is the place of brand deaths. Yes, HBO Kids is gone, Noggin is going to go away, and now this TV is now gone. The TV graveyard where channels went and gone and passed away. Remember, like, what happened with the WB and UPN, and what happened with PBS Kids Sprout, then Spike TV, and others. And Noggin will soon be joining the TV graveyard soon enough. So at this point, in fact, I wouldn't be surprised if more channels disappeared in not too long. Thank you guys all for watching, and until next time, stay tuned.